It's time for a face-off. Hey guys, it's Viv and this is Stitches and Seams. Welcome back and thank you to all the new subscribers. I hope you like what you find here. So today I just thought I would do a little bit of a face-off, as you do. As people who use tools on a regular basis, sewists, you know, machines and irons and scissors and ironing boards and tracing wheel, all these things that we use as sewers, people who sew. We're always hearing, oh no, this one's the best, this one's the best. And I have heard for quite some time that Gingher was the best scissor. When I started out, I had the Walmart job Fiskars, and while they certainly did the job, it wasn't always the neatest. And sometimes you'd get fabric that looked like it had been chewed on. This was pre-rotary cutting days, mind you, because I hadn't made that connection yet. So yeah, on occasion you would get fabric that looked like, you know, the dog had chewed on it. So I don't remember how I heard about Gingher. It's probably on one of the Facebook sewing groups that I'm in. And I found them at Joann's and Jack was like, get them. It's okay, I'll get them. I got them. And these are the ones that I got. Nice weighty pair of scissors. Very pretty, very blingy. So I set to using them right away. And quickly discovered that these particular, I don't know if it's true with all Ginghers, it is true with these Ginghers, that the lint, as you're cutting, the lint from the fabric builds up on the blades and it makes it difficult for the blades to close smoothly. So you don't get a really good smooth action. And so as you're cutting, you have to apply different amounts of force. And so you don't get a really smooth cut. Now, I researched this issue with these particular scissors and couldn't find anything in particular saying like this was the issue. I thought maybe they needed to be lubricated, you know, at the hinge or what have you. I couldn't find anything. So when we had a quilt show, I took them and had the scissor guy sharpen them. I thought, I'll try anything. And after he sharpened them, they definitely had smoother action and cut. You got a cleaner cut, a crisper cut for sure. But it still got the issue of the lint building up on the blades. Now, my sweet friend Elizabeth loves Kai scissors, and I had never heard of Kai scissors. And she talked about them, I think, in a video a while ago. And so I started researching those scissors. And then I found out that Andrea from Sew to Fit also uses Kai scissors, and she loves them. So when we were at the quilt show this past quilt show in November, I ran across the Kai scissors and tried them out. Wow. Okay, so these are the Kai 7230, and they are high carbon stainless. It has something to do with the type of steel that is used and the edge that is on them. And these are 7230s, in case I didn't say. And it's got the crook, and I really like this for cutting because you can actually keep the scissor flat as you're cutting. I do not have the same issue of lint buildup with these scissors. The action is so smooth. Let's see if you can hear and see it. It's the same amount of pressure no matter what kind of fabric you're cutting. So I've cut double thickness of sweatshirting. I've cut actually 6 layers of denim, no problem. It's the same amount of pressure applied. Also, you know how sometimes with scissors, if you say you're trimming seam allowances or whatever on jeans and it's a little bit thicker, And so it will chew as opposed to cut. Even if it's sharp scissors, they don't always cut because of the different amounts, the amount of fabric that you're trying to cut at once. These scissors do not have that issue. They cut smoothly. I haven't tried anything more than, I think I've tried 8 layers of denim and 4 layers of sweatshirting in one go. And I think I haven't, have I tried any? I don't think I've tried anything thicker than that. So yeah, but I've not had any issues with any of those. So what I thought I would do is just show you what I've got here with my 2 scissors. And I've got seven different types of fabric here. So I just thought I would demonstrate how they cut on them and show you how they work, how well they work. So right here I have, it's a 7-ounce stretch denim. This is a heavier, thicker sweatshirting that I used for joggers. This is actual muslin fabric. So it's, you can hear it. It's really woven tightly, and it's firmer to cut through. I don't know if that's the right word. This is just some jersey from Girl Charlie that I got for underwear. This is some athletic knit, the real smooth stuff. This is a piece of chiffon that I've just picked up in Dallas recently. And then this is stretch lace. And yeah, so let's just get to cutting. So what I'm going to do is I'll make a cut with the Ginghers, and I'll make a cut with the Kais, just so you can see and hopefully hear the difference, because that is one of those things that you can tell. Like, you can tell when your sewing machine's not acting right by the sound that it will make. And I don't know if that's the mechanic in me, because I used to be a helicopter mechanic. Excuse me. So I don't know if my ears just kind of tuned more for that. But yeah, you can generally, tell from the sound that your tools make whether or not they are working properly. Not always, but generally. Okay, so let's go in with the denim and the Ginghers. Alrighty. So you see how you don't get a smooth cut with that, because it's like chopping. Okay, here we go with the Kais. Just such a nice, clean cut. So easy. Okay, we'll go back to the Ginghers with the sweatshirting. Now it can handle this thickness, no problem, but I don't know if you're actually going to be able to see the lint buildup on there is already after 4 cuts. Here's the Gingher, or excuse me, here's the Kais. No problem. It's smooth. It's the smoothness of the action that really impresses me. I really like having that smooth cut. And when you're, especially if you've pinned and you're cutting, because normally I tend to use a rotary cutter, but I actually cut out Jack's shirt last night with these, and they were super nice. Okay, Ginghers with the muslin. See here? They just, I don't know, I just don't like them. It's already. And yes, you should absolutely try to take long, smooth cuts. You don't want to chop, because that will make the cut ragged and jagged. And ragged and jagged cuts will fray easier than a smooth, sharp cut. That's why you should always have your scissors sharpened. So take as long of a bite as you can, and that is how your scissors should be used. When I was speaking to the lady at the quilt show, I asked her how often one would sharpen their Kai scissors, and she said as long as you're using natural fibers, which, I mean, obviously we don't always just use natural fibers. Some of us don't anyway. She hasn't sharpened hers, and it's been like 3 years. So it's pretty amazing. There we go. And this is just a jersey. It's like a 10-ounce jersey, I believe. Okay, so back with the Kais. Okay, let's fold this bad boy up. Yeah, it just seems like no matter what I cut or the thickness, so far, I haven't found anything yet that they didn't really want to cut. The action is just so super smooth. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of jersey right there. It feels like these rub, but the scissor guy told me that they're not. Okay, so here is that athletic wear stretch spandexy stuff. You do not get such a smooth cut. And I don't know if you'll be able to zoom in on that, Jack, for us. But right along here, you can see that it is not smooth and crisp. Let's put this down here. Try to be in the camera here. Well, maybe that might be the nature of the fabric then. Let's try it with this here. Okay. Yeah, I think that's just the nature of the fabric. Like, maybe because it's knitted. It's like, looks a little furry on the edge. So here's our chiffon, which, by the way, this fabric reminds me of Karina every time I look at it. Might be why I got it. And now with these more delicate fabrics, you definitely want a pair of scissors or a rotary cutter, if that's what you're using, that is going to be sharp and give you a nice, precise, clean cut. I keep pulling the scissor, or pulling it out of the shop, sorry. They just don't cut as well. And again, it might be I got a wonky pair. I don't know. Because of this pair, I haven't tried another pair. And I probably won't, because the Kais are fabulous. So here we go. Just makes such a beautiful cut. Really lovely. And here's stretch lace, which we know can get snaggy. So nice. We'll go back to the Ginghers for this. Now see, when the lint builds up like it has now, it's very difficult to open and close the scissors. And you have to constantly wipe the blades off. And I actually filleted my finger on it, so I know that it's sharp. But yeah, it does not. So you see how it, it's jerking, right? Because the blades are full of lint, so it doesn't cut smoothly, which means you're gonna move, you're not gonna get an accurate cut. So that, my friends, is the Kai scissors, 7230 high carbon stainless. I personally would highly recommend them. If you're a Gingher person, cool. I like the Kais. I will definitely be sticking with the Kais. And I can see myself investing in a few more pair for specific tasks. For sewing, getting close into stitching lines and that kind of thing. So yeah, I really like them, really enjoy them, and I'm super grateful that I ran across them and was able to try them. So that is it for today. I just wanted to show you guys what was what with the scissors, have our face off, and clearly for me, the winner is Kai scissors. So thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a lovely holiday season, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.